Welcome, Aries, to your love reading for the week of January 21st to the 27th of 2019. You have some intense energy, all right, as I was shuffling the cards, but we're going to do a different format, something I've done before. This is going to add astrology just a little bit in here. So brackets, Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to shuffle off camera. I'm going to lay the cards out. I'm going to let you know the scenarios that that you may be experiencing for a lot of you. So let's look into the week for you, all right? Be right back. So for Monday and Tuesday, we're going to see the moon is going to be in Leo, and that does activate your fifth house of love, creativity, playfulness, self-expression, entertainment as well. So there might be the intensity again. I was saying that was coming out. So Seven of Wands is showing up. So that's that self-expression. Usually there may be intensity coming from something that you've done, something that you are trying to fix, or something that you might not agree with your love interest or partner. This is a love reading, but a lot of other energies might be in there as well. So around children, around family, around your social circle, and the people that you might involve yourself with when it comes to having fun. So I feel when the Emperor is in reverse, that could be your own energy or another person that you're dealing with. There might be some things that you might have to address because there's a truth coming out about something that has gone wrong. There are, let me see, two people showing up. So you have an earth sign, then you have Aries, or a father or a mother, whoever you might be dealing with. I feel like there's a energy of not maintaining boundaries, or crossing certain boundaries that were not it wasn't the best thing to do. Maybe if you were in a marriage or a relationship, or there was a lack of stability, and maybe someone was leaning on someone else for financial support. That's going on, I feel. And when some kind of truth is coming out where the home environment might not have been as stable, or there may have been either you or another person dealing with someone else outside of your relationship or marriage. And when that's happening, things are becoming clearer. Hence the Seven of Wands energy of expressing something that's been, you might feel like something is out of your control. So when that is happening, you try to maintain that control, and then it becomes smothering of the person that you might be dealing with, or unfair in some way. You might be feeling like this if you've been dealing with somebody else, because the Five of Swords is an energy of you're not winning. Nobody is winning when it comes through in that way. So it's butting heads, not really hearing what the other person wants to say, not communicating well, but then expressing how you might feel about the things that you have, the things that you own. The Eight of Pentacles showing up with the World. That's the energy of success. And if you feel like you've kind of moved up a notch, or if you have some kind of success, you might be kind of looking down on your romantic partner or somebody else. That could be something that's going through. So the ego might be getting in the way, or you're dealing with somebody in that way. So I feel like even when I was shuffling in the beginning, a lot of gossip and a lot of things kind of out and about. Death was showing up. That's the energy of letting go, moving on from somebody or something. The World finding closure because there was a lack of working together with somebody. Again, somebody's mother or father being in your relationship or minding your business, something like that could be going on. I feel like that's a strain or a stress in a relationship. Some of you could have been like, you might Monday and Tuesday, again, somebody is in or minding your business or interfering in your love relationship or marriage, and then when you try to move forward, you really can't, because these things continue to pop up. So I do feel like there might be hard work as well, but a lot of other things calling for your attention when you want to express yourself and have a good time. When that house is activated, the fifth house, when these things are blocked, having fun and being around somebody, that can stress you out and really annoy you. So your love relationships or children, whatever could be bothering you, it might be in highlighted for Monday and Tuesday. So I feel like that might be stressful. All right, so that is Monday and Tuesday. Let's get into Wednesday through Friday. So Wednesday through Friday, we do have the moon in Virgo, and that is activating your sixth house of work, daily routine, and service to other people, fitness, your health, and making sure that you kind of communicate or solve problems if they need to be. But again, the lack of communication or solving problems might be there. Some of you might be communicating, but the energy might be intense, which could lead to conflicts. So make sure that you kind of keep your distance or watch your boundaries, because there does seem to be a relationship that might not be really stable, or marriage where the home environment is not all that great. But I feel like some of you might be turned away from that connection, or if you're married or in a relationship or trying to get to know somebody, you might be having issues with children, with your friends and family as well. The Page of Wands is showing up, so invitations to hang out. But still, to me, when you do go out, when you do hang out, there might be competitiveness or friction with friends, and then there's the Sun in reverse, which is leading to depression. You feeling maybe ignored by friends, betrayed by friends, or even betrayed by some of you might have children that don't agree with your choices in love or what you might be doing. You also might be dealing with somebody who does have children, but they aren't with you, they're with the other person. Same-sex relationship. Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, 2 males there, but also there could be 2 women, it just depends there. So I feel like something might be ending, so somebody is staying in a relationship or marriage and you're not all that happy. And then a 9 of Cups is showing up, which is right next to the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like career, Saturn is still in Capricorn. Career might be going well, that might be balanced, but around the home or in a potential relationship is not all that happy. So I feel the intensity might be there, so maybe ignoring somebody or they're ignoring you, and then there's the energy of kind of brushing things off and kind of having fun, playing games, traveling, but then also enjoying something new. The Page of Pentacles is the energy of some kind of offer coming in, whether it's through email, somebody offering you to work with them in some way. Some of you could be working in a capacity that involves children as well, so that might be good. But all in all, I feel like these next 2 days the next 3 days is still going to be a lot of conflict within your home environment or relationship, but there's still the opportunity to disconnect and focus on career and be happy with the things that you have and the children or the people that might be around you, even though your love relationship, both of you might not be on the same page at this time. All right, so that is Wednesday through Friday. So the moon, Saturday and Sunday, the moon will be in Libra, and this does activate your 8th house of sexual desire. That intensity might be there. Again, if there are restrictions from that, you might be frustrated, but you could be open to that as well, getting closer to your partner. Joint resources, working on financial things, taxes, your mortgage, different things like that could be coming about, and mail could be popping up out of the blue that might be important for you. But transformation, going through a lot of healing from any fears that you might have, and internalizing them, but often trying to heal any kind of hurt that you have gone through. So that might be intense for, I always tell people, the 8th house being activated, that's not really an ideal time to do a whole lot or to be in different places. Doesn't mean you need to move, but that's a time to kind of go in and take a little break every now and then, because the energy is not really in your favor, so to speak. All right, but that Saturday and Sunday, we'll see what's going on. So we look into Saturday and Sunday, and the moon will be in Libra. That activates your 7th house of other people. Your relationship house is also dealing with marriage, and this is your opposite sign. So think about that, where Libra, the balance of the scales, justice there. So sometimes you might not like all that. Sometimes you might rush to extremes at times, and you might like that adrenaline flow when it comes to a relationship. So sometimes you might be living on the edge when it comes to your marriage or relationship. So when it's in that sign, that means that it might aggravate you a little bit, because you can't really do that, do as much as you would want to and be spontaneous, but that could trigger emotional responses in your partner or even in you. So I feel here there might be a delay and frustration when it comes to talking or communicating with them, because the starting throughout the week, you can kind of see the energy was already intense. So the weekend is like, I don't even want to be bothered with him. Hey, I might love you, I might be in love with somebody. Some of you are still dealing with a previous relationship or marriage that you couldn't get out of, or you couldn't really end or find some kind of common ground. So being in that equation, it keeps you away from the lover or the love potential that could be there with you and someone else. Page of Wands showing up again. 10 of Cups is in reverse again. When I do these, I make sure I shuffle and mix them in how I do it. Shuffle and make sure that it's different, but we have repeating cards showing up. That's an indication that the energy is still flowing in the same way, so to speak. So I feel like the weekend you can see some partying, hanging around friends, but your love relationship, I see that you might not be communicating with that person. Even if you're around them, you're not really communicating with them. It's kind of like walking around one another or doing other things, which could frustrate your partner. So the Knight of Wands is showing up. A lot of you might be sexually driven, or you might be dating and trying to make plans with somebody. So there's the energy of going to see somebody. You might be hanging around with them, but communicating on a spontaneous kind of note, but then not really wanting commitment for some of you. So others of you have been involved in a marriage or relationship where there was temptation or sex outside of the relationship, which caused, some sadness, and then energy of some of you having to, or someone else having to go through a separation or divorce. So I feel like there's an energy of being non-committal, and some of you, I feel, we'll get to the Romance Angels cards because I already pre-pulled those, but this is telling me some of you have a fear of opening up, or how you might be judged or seen by family and friends when it comes to sexuality, your preference, or when it comes to your choices that you might make when it involves marriage or dealing with other people, or whatever it is that you might hold back. This is the energy of not communicating about these things to somebody, having children with someone that you've been with for a long time, and then not wanting to leave that marriage or that relationship because you don't want your children to see that you're not with your spouse or with the person that you've had them with. So that could be an issue for some. So some of you might stay together, in that marriage or relationship, and fake the funk. You might not be happy there, but you stay, which is always going to be your belief. That's the Hierophant in reverse is the energy of usually your beliefs go against your partners, and sometimes they butt heads, and then you're not really able to come together. Now I just feel like partying and still disconnecting, maybe being around somebody that you love, kind of keeping it on a friendship type level, with the Ace of Cups being there. Some of you might be pregnant and or having your child as well. And I feel like throughout this time, though, you got to be careful with, unprotected sex and then getting pregnant, because there's this energy there that could produce someone new in the world that you might not, you may not want that to happen just yet. So be careful with that. But I feel like there may be plans, to try to move or move out, but right now there might be some issues going on. But I do see some fun. I do see more invitations or messages coming through to have a good time, but you might not respond to those messages through talking or talking much or opening up all that well. So you could be blocking somebody, cutting them off, and then doing you throughout Saturday and Sunday. All right, that 7th house. So other people are already going to be coming towards you. So I always feel the universe with astrology, they God universe is male female energy, the creator. It has these brackets, and from the 1st house to the 12th house, which is it always makes you experience certain things. So you can try to hide, you can try to not deal with people, but it's always going to bring you somebody or something, no matter where you are. It's always like that because we have to deal with other people, and that's how the universe plans it, so we don't have control over that. We can control what we don't. We can push people away, can constantly do it, but they're going to continue to come. So that's what I feel for the week. So we're going to look into the Romance Angels real quick. So from the Romance Angels, repeating cards for you, for a lot of Aries out there: healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, not accepting you for who you are, what you want to do, sometimes not being there at times, but in your business or your romantic partner, they might be their mother or their family might be involved in the decisions that they make, which could have issue with you. That might be some concern. And then we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by religious upbringing, a spiritual path. These things could keep you apart, keep you away from the potential love interests when you two collide, and then you have this disparity between both of you where you're never on the same page, where you just say, hey, I can't be with you because you don't believe in what I believe in. Hey, that's always a decision, but it doesn't have to be that way. And sometimes your family might, be involved in your choices again. So that's, I feel like a lot of you might be having some resentment, but you need to let them off the hook. Try to forgive them as best that you can. Some of you not going to do that, depending on where you are emotionally and in your head and your mind space, and you feel like they may have had a a big impact on you as you grow up and make these decisions. So just be careful with that, and just keep that into perspective. So much love to you, much light. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something personally for you. Have a good one.